Hey, I'm Son of Kim, America's face of dating, or Connor McCandless if you're watching me here on Instagram or Facebook. And so today what we're going to be talking about is a guy who's writing in and he said she wanted me when I was taken. Now she's distant. What do I do? And the premise of this guy's message that he wrote into me, or his chronicle that he wrote into me on Instagram, is he was in a relationship and this girl coworker, by the way, if you guys hear background noise, don't know what's going on over there, but in the apartment that way, apparently they're doing some work. So it's just been driving my fucking dog crazy all morning, man. But the premise of this message is he was in a relationship, girl wanted him when he was in a relationship. He was doing some shady shit. He was not being loyal, it looks like, to his girl, or completely loyal, and was, entertaining it. And now that they're not in a relationship, she's kind of pulling back. And so he's like, what do I do? And so when you are in a relationship, one of the big, operating in the gray zone as a man is one of the worst places that you can be for yourself. When you're dating, you want to appear like you're in the gray zone because that creates mystery, but you need to always know internally where you're at and where your heart lies, and you need to always be there. And so when you are in a relationship and a girl is entertaining or she's trying to get with you, you have to respectfully either break up with your girlfriend if you don't want to be in a relationship, or just tell the girl that's hitting on you, be like, hey, I'm in a relationship. Yes, you're very attractive. It's not working out so far with my girlfriend, but right now I need to figure things out, what's going on with that, because it's not fair to you, and it's not fair to me, and it's not fair to her, and so I need to figure things out there first. And if we break up, then we can explore this, but if we don't, respectfully, I will talk to you about that, and I will have to have you lay off of that. But first things first, I need to figure things out with her, and then we can revisit this down the road, potentially if I break up with her. But right now, you need to let me figure things out with my girlfriend. Because you're in a relationship. You need to have that talk, and you need to set strict boundaries for your life. You need to have a standard in your life that you need to operate in. And this guy clearly just doesn't have standards, is what it seems like. So let's jump right in. He says, hey Connor, I've been watching your content, and man, it's been a real eye-opener. Glad to hear that. I wanted to reach out because I'm in a situation that's messing with my head and needs some advice. There is this woman. There we go. Looked like it was a little blurry for a second. There's this woman I worked with at my old dealership job. It's always those car dealership jobs, man. Like, I've coached so many guys over the years who are like, man, I'm falling in love with this girl at my car dealership. Dude, she's a salesman, bro. She flirts with everybody. You know what I mean? Like, just have fun with it. And it's like, if she chooses you, she chooses you. If she doesn't, she doesn't. He said, there's this woman I worked with at my old dealership job. When I was still with my ex, she was all over me. Texting me nonstop, sending me pictures, cooking for me, even trying to get me to come over while I was still technically in a relationship. She made it clear that she wanted me. Well, I mean, dude, you're in a relationship at that time. You said, when I was still with my ex, those are your exact words. She was all over me, texting me nonstop. Why were you allowing that? Why did you let that slide? Sending you pictures. What were your responses to those pictures? Because clearly you liked it. That's why she kept sending them, right? You were texting her back. If she was texting you nonstop, she wasn't blowing up your phone, you weren't texting her back, you were obviously entertaining that. Cooking for you? Interesting. You know what I mean? Like, even trying to get me to come over while still... You probably did go over there, man. Like, how could she cook for you unless she brought it to you at work? But it's like, you probably did go over there while you were still technically in a relationship, man. You're technically a cheater because you're entertaining that. So if you want to get technical, that's the technicals right there, dude. You need to have a standard in your life. You're a very bad boy for that, man. He said, I held off on fully going there because my last relationship was falling apart. I don't know what that means exactly, dude. He said, I held off on fully going there. That means you partially went there? Is what that means by, your word choice there. You partially went there, so what does that mean? You said, but I didn't want it to overlap. Still, we got close because you allowed that. He says, really close. In italics, really close, he says. Again, like, dude, you're in a fucking relationship. At the end of the day, like, yeah, it's all hot and it's romantic and oh shit, like, you're keeping it a secret and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, this new girl, my ex, I don't like my ex anymore, this new hot chick at the dealership. It's like, dude, like, there's always fucking hot emotions going on. But when all that shit settles, dude, what you're going to be left with is you're going to feel like a douchebag because you were cheating on your ex. And she's not going to trust you because you were cheating on your ex with her and entertaining that because she's going to be like, if you did that with me, what happens when you get bored of me and tired of me and a new hot girl comes into the dealership? Are you going to be doing the same thing with her? She's never going to be able to trust you. The attraction is going to wane and deflate, and you're going to be left with nothing but shame. So, dude, you got to look into the future and be like, this is just because of my lack of standards, I'm going to fuck my future up. And you're going to go into a drought and a depression, dude. Like, you got to have standards and literally be like, look, like, yes, you look good. I appreciate the pictures, but I'm in a relationship, dude. Like, and I'm not happy in my relationship, and we're working on that, and we're figuring that out, whether we're going to continue or not. And I'll let you know. I'll let you know here in the near future what we're going to do, but right now I need you to respectfully give me the time and the space to figure that out. And that could destroy your opportunity with this girl at the dealership. She might be upset that you're, telling her to back off, but so be it. Like, you need to figure this shit out, man. You need to be like, you know what? Like, I got to figure it out before I do that. And you need to, and if she did walk away, she wasn't the one for you, dude, because she's not respecting your boundaries and your space. Right? She just wants to be kind of like a plague and a virus and just come infect you and take what's hers, basically, and get the attention. He said, the second I became single, something shifted. She told me she still has love for her ex and needs to heal after losing her father. All the excuses are coming out now. But she still talks to me every day and even keeps dates with me. She says she's still interested but isn't looking for a relationship right now. Well, first things first, dude, you should have became single and then you did this, right? Like, that's exactly what I told you was going to happen, dude. Like, you're going to become single and she's not going to trust you because you're entertaining that. And that's why she's pulling back right now, is because she's like, like, he just dumped this girl from me. What's to stop him from doing the same thing to me to somebody else? Dude, she's losing attraction by the second because of that. She's thinking about that. But she still talks to me every single day. It shows that you're putting her on her pedestal. And she even keeps dates with me. Oh my goodness, dude. She keeps dates with you. It's like, big fucking deal, dude. Who cares? She says she's still interested, but what is she going to say? Yeah, I'm not interested. Girls don't say shit like that, dude. Like, they say we're better off as friends, or I'm too busy to date. That's how they tell you they're not interested. What are you doing? What and why? Are you asking her, are you still interested in me? What confident guy in himself is ever going to fucking say something like that? Because it's like how else would that topic come up that you said that she says she's still interested in you? Like, how is that topic going to come up other than, hey, like, are you still interested in me? Do you still like me? It's like, why the fuck would you say that? Why would you ask that question? Does that show that you're confident? Does that show that you're sure of yourself? Absolutely fucking not. But she isn't looking for a relationship right now, he says. That means that she's losing interest in you, dude. He said, I've got some strong feelings for her. Yeah, it's pretty obvious, man, when you're asking her if she's still interested in you. And my gut is telling me to wait. She went from chasing me hard to keeping me at a distance. What should I do? How do I turn this around and get her to see me the way that she did before? Well, now that you're single and ready to mingle, you have to go back to the foundations here. It's like, match her energy. Don't be pushing for a relationship. That's the biggest mistake that you're making right now. And I think that you honestly should have closure too with your ex and just be like, hey, like, I don't know if you did that or not. You didn't really say that. You said you guys are not together. But I think you should still have some closure with her and just be like, hey, look, like, I appreciate all the time together. Sorry this didn't work out, but I'm going to move on. You should move on with your life and have actual closure. And that's going to help you move on from that last relationship. So if you didn't do that yet, you should go back to do that. And then you should start with the foundations with dating again and let her come to you. And then set the date and have fun and hook up and try to seduce her on the date right there. It sounds like you're over here focused on getting into another relationship. Dude, you just got out of one that you cheated on. Like, you should take some time to figure yourself out, dude. You should figure out who the fuck you are, man. And set boundaries and standards for your life, man. Like, you're over here basically like, do you still like me? Like, I'm going to wait for a relationship. Dude, you just got out of one. that you were cheating on your ex on with, dude. Like, take time to figure yourself out. Like, you need to figure out what your standards are in life, man, what your boundaries are in life, who you even are, dude, before you jump right into another relationship with somebody, or else the same patterns are going to keep repeating themselves, and you're going to get bored, and you're going to start flirting with other people, and you're going to become another cheater. Like, dude, like, you need to take time and be like, look, like, you need to be honest with this chick and be like, look, I just got out of a relationship. Yeah, you're smoking hot, you're sexy, but I need to figure my life out first. We can casually date and have fun, but I am not looking for a relationship right now until I am ready for it. Doesn't mean that I don't want one in the future. Doesn't mean I don't want to get married, whatever the case is. But it's like, dude, your priorities are way out of whack here, man. Like, you're seeing how hot she is, and you're like, I want a relationship right now. It's like, dude, that's going to destroy your life, man. If you let beauty run your life. She went from chasing you hard to keeping you at a distance because, again, like, you were pursuing her way too hard. You are asking if she's interested, dude. That's a big fucking no-no. I talk about in the program with all of my community members. I'm like, dude, don't ask a girl if she's interested. You need to keep it simple and focus on literally setting the date with her. When you're on the date with her, take her to 3 spots, and then while you're on the date with her, get closer and closer and try to seduce her. Romantically, aka flirt with her, build that connection with her, break the touch barrier with her, get closer and closer until sex happens. That's how you need to go about this, and you need to save all the relationship stuff for her. You need to let her handle the relationship side of things, and you handle the stuff that men and alpha males handle, which is setting the date and trying to seduce her and looking her in the eyes and flirting with her, not making anything a big deal. And she's over here talking about relationships, and you're just like, hey, baby, the only relationship that I want is our lips touching right now. It's the only relationship I want. You need to say shit like that and charm her fucking pants off, dude. So I would highly recommend working with me and my team in my high-level mentorship because, again, you need to figure your life out, or you're just going to keep being desperate and dating women that you don't want to date because you're settling for less because you have no fucking standards, dude. Highly recommend that if you're on Instagram or Facebook and you want my help personally and you want to join my program and work with me and my team in my high-level mentorship, my Arrows program, then on Instagram or Facebook, you can directly comment below, comment a fire emoji, and I will get back to you and I'll message you personally and we'll go back and forth and see if we're a perfect fit for working together. If you're on YouTube watching this, there is a link in the description below. You can book in a call with my team and you'll talk strategy and see if you're a perfect fit. Only if after that, then we'll offer you a spot in my high-level mentorship and we'll get things going right there, literally on the call, and get this thing rolling and fix your dating life in a matter of probably just a couple weeks max, man. Like, you just need to commit. You need to be a man that has a great career. You're working hard. You've worked hard to get to where you're at. You live in a nice place. But literally the last missing piece is that dream relationship. Those are the people that we love working with and get just incredible results for. And literally with my program right now, dude, you can break it down to like a minimum of like $100-$200 a month right now. It's like, if you're telling me that you can't invest that into yourself, into your future relationship too, maybe even your future children, so your children don't have to go through what you're going through right now, man. Like, dude, that's fucking worth it. It's fucking worth it. And it's like, if you're saying that you can't afford that or you're not willing to make that work, then do you even deserve it? You know what I mean? Do you even deserve that quality relationship? You have to be the man that steps up and you're ready for change and you take action and you want the best for your life and your future. Those are the guys who get the absolute best results with working with me in my high-level mentorship. And so I'm looking forward to getting things rolling with you potentially if you're one of those guys for us. And so on that note, I'm Selna Kim, or Connor McCandless, America's face of dating. And I'll see you guys next time.